Hello everyone, today I am going to show you how to make a 360-degree circle skirt with a gathered waistline. This measurement will work for kids between 4 to 6 and probably up to 7 years old. So we need a waist measurement, the hips measurement, and then the length, your desired length. To get the radius, since we are working with a circle skirt, we'll need the measurement of the hips. We are using the measurement of the hips because it is going to be an elastic waistband and not a zipper. Take note of that. So I approximated the hips measurement of 25.5 to 26 just because it is going to be gathered. Divide the hips measurement by 6.28. I have 4.14. Now that you have gotten the radius, to get the amount of fabric that you need to buy from the store, add the desired length, which is 15 in this case, to the radius. What I have is 19.14, but I am approximating it to 20. Remember, it is going to be a gathered waistline, and that is why I'm increasing the numbers. Now, multiply what you have, in my case 20, multiply it by 2, that is 40 inches. That means the amount of fabric that I need in total for this project is a 40 inches wide and a 40 inches long fabric. It is usually a square fabric. That is about 1 meter of fabric, or just a little above 1 yard of fabric. The other thing we need is an elastic. Deduct some inches from the waist measurement. In my case, 21 minus 2, I have 19. So I'm using 19 inches long elastic. This is the fabric that I will be using. I have already folded my fabric, but because the camera cannot show the whole thing, I'll be using this paper to show you how I folded it. Let us assume that the length of this paper is 40 inches and the width also is 40 inches. Take the fabric, fold it into 2 first, and then you fold it into 2 again, such that one part is completely folded, which is this top part, and then the other parts are open right here. Now, this is exactly how I have folded my fabric. We are going to be working from the part that is completely folded, which is this part that I'm showing you right now. That is what I have right there. Putting the paper aside, we have to go back to the calculations that we did. I have the radius to be 4.14, and then I also have the total length, right, to be 20. So I'm going to be doing my measurements all at once. Instead of measuring 4.14 first and 15 inches next, I measure the radius and the total length all at once, so that by the time I cut off the radius, I'm going to have my exact length. I hope you understand. So from this corner, I'll measure 4.14 and 20 at the same time, all around. Now that we are done marking, it is time to cut. First, I'll cut the radius and then the length. To cut the radius, I will cut about 0.5 inch above what I have marked. If I cut exactly on the line that I have marked, the width I'm going to have at the end will be more than what I require for this skirt. I'm also going to cut on the 20-inch mark that I made all around. So after cutting the 20-inch mark, you realize that the length of the fabric that you have is going to be an approximate of 15 inches, which is the desired length of the skirt. After cutting it, what I'll do is to notch before I unfold the whole fabric. It's going to come in handy by the time we are fixing the elastic band on the skirt. Now, just to show you where the circle skirt comes from, if you unfold your fabric, you're going to see a circle right in the middle because we got our radius correctly. So this is what the skirt is going to look like after. To get the elastic, I am going to measure 19 inches, which is exactly what we have on the calculation. And then I'll make it into an elastic casing. I already have a video of where I made a ready-made elastic casing. I'll put the link right in the comment. The next thing is to attach the elastic casing to the skirt. Here is the elastic casing. Please do well to check the comments, then you see the link. We are going to mark this in 4 places, just like we notched the skirt. This is going to make it very easy to attach the elastic to the body of the skirt. Fold it in 4 and mark in 4 places, just like this. Once the 4 markings are complete, bring in the skirt and then you pin 1 notch to a mark. So a notch on the skirt should be pinned to a mark on the elastic band. This is for ease of sewing and to ensure that the elastic is evenly distributed by the time you're sewing to the skirt. Now that I have done that, I am going to change the foot on my machine to a zipper foot so that I can sew very close to the elastic. To sew, you have to start from one point. Here I am going to start from the first notch. What I'm working with is the extra fabric that is on my elastic casing and not the elastic. So I am not really pulling my elastic here. I am pulling the fabric. So that is what I am going to continue doing until I get to the end. Keep sewing slow and steady, especially if you're a beginner. This is the last lap of the sewing. Just keep on sewing. Once you get to the beginning, that is where you started from, you backstitch. Here is the end result, very easy, and that is why I prefer the elastic casing method. Now what you're going to do is to trim off this excess and then you can overlock it if you have an overlocker. The next thing to do is to work on the hem of the skirt. Here I have folded in the hem allowance. This is about 0.5 inch and I pressed it with the iron. So to easily hem this, I'll fold the ½ inch allowance, which is this, I'll fold it into 2. So I'm folding the edge of the fabric on top of the line and then now I'm folding it over again. So that is what I'm going to sew all around. This method has worked for me. Anytime I'm sewing a hem of a circular skirt or a circular clothing, what I do first is to press the allowance, the hem allowance. It really helps because what I have to do is just to fold it into 2 like this, and then you sew it slow and steady. Here is the result. I hope yours comes out as beautiful as this and I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye.